Welcome to Nancy Night. Happy Friday. I am just going live right now on Instagram as well. Just one moment. I thought I had more time. So let's get this party started. All right. How is everyone doing? Happy Friday. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. Let me know, first of all, where you are watching from. Tell me where you are watching from in the comments. We are going to wait for everyone to join just a couple of minutes. And if you're joining me for the first time, please let me know in the comments where you are watching from. If you see me looking a little bit off on one side or another, I'm going live on Instagram on one side of the screen and on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube and Twitter on the other side. So we've got Virginia in the house. Jackie is watching from LA. Jackie, give those kittens a hug for me over in LA. Devry, welcome for Virginia. How is everyone doing on Instagram? Let me know where you're watching from tonight if this is your first time. Robin is visiting from Connecticut, just down the road. Actually, I'm in Connecticut, so literally on the road. And here, where is everyone watching from? Too many screens. Someone says, too many screens. I know, and thank you so much for putting up with me. How has your week been? What a crazy week it has been. Tell me, we've got Mexico. Welcome, Mexico. I don't think we've had too many Mexicos in the past, so I'm happy to have you. Do we have anyone from Canada going on? I know we have lots of Canadians that like to watch as well. Toronto, okay, Anthony is representing the Canadians tonight. Is anyone watching the Olympics right now? Who is so excited for the Olympics? I just listened, I was listening to the news today, and two of the new sports are skateboarding and surfing. And I am super excited. I lived in Hawaii for 5 years, and I am super excited to see surfing in the Olympics. I think it's about time that it kind of gives its just due on the world stage. And I'm also, I have to admit, I'm very excited to watch Simone Biles in the gymnastics. I am super looking forward to seeing her just reign queendom on all of that. Noah, can you please turn down the volume? So we've got Canadians in the house. Anywhere else? We've got New Orleans. Hello, or as my husband would say, Nolans. Nolans is visiting over here. Where are you visiting from? Aloha from Hawaii. Aloha to you. Sending you so much love, Lena. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have all of you here. So my name is Nancy. For those of you joining me for the first time, my name is Nancy. I am a psychic. I am a medium. I'm an animal communicator. And occasionally I find lost pets. Actually, I've found about almost 70 of them since March 2020. So I do that on a daily basis. You can go ahead and book sessions over at nancymello.com. But what's really special about Friday nights is it's your time to ask questions. This is free. There's no obligation. I'm not going to put a curse or a hex on you. There's nothing like that. It's just a lot of fun. Over on my Instagram family, over on their tweet, there's always a party going on in the chat over there. So feel free to chat with others. This is a really loving, inclusive environment. That being said, though, I have just a few rules here for asking questions. First of all, I like you to ask just one question each so I can get to everyone. Number two is, unfortunately, during this time frame, because of the compact time frame and because I answer a lot of people very quickly, if you've seen me move, I do move very, very fast. I'm not going to talk about to ask your Aunt Janice for her brownie recipe, although I'd love to chat with your Aunt Janice. And I'm also not going to, unfortunately, help connect with lost pets at this time or Passover pets. It's just an energy thing. It's just so I can get to as many of you as possible. However, if you would like to talk to your Aunt Janice and get that brownie recipe, by the way, I've gotten some excellent recipes over the years from my medium standpoint. I love recipes. So please book at nancymello.com. Same thing with missing pets. I'm happy to have you. So let's go ahead and get started. Over on, we've got Atlanta, we've got Pennsylvania. So I'm Ayanna. I got a music producer. Welcome, 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 welcome. So go ahead, ask your questions. Again, keep it away from Aunt Janice. Aunt Janice is holding on to that brownie recipe one more day, but please feel free to ask me anything. This is your time. Devry jumps right in from YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me on YouTube. YouTube, if you haven't already, Instagram fam, you can go ahead and go over to YouTube and search Nancy Mello Psychic and go ahead and make sure you subscribe to that channel. That always helps. I put a lot of stuff over from TikTok, and I do some special videos over on TikTok. So Devery is asking, will I get a remote job soon? I think within the next month, Devery, I apologize if I'm white announcing your name. I call it white announcing because I look kind of white. And but no, I do feel like in the next month, around August, I think that I feel like something's going to come up. 2 to 3 weeks, actually. What I want you to do though is I feel like it is going to have to be something a little under your pay scale. It's going to have to be something that you're not normally used to doing. So I want you to just take every offer that comes and make sure you're open to it. Cheryl is saying, how's my cat's health? Go ahead and throw your cat's, not literally throw your cat, but give me your cat's name just so I know. Jackie's giving a wonderful example over on Facebook. She's referencing her cat Wolfie. She says he seems sad. Is he okay? Is he just laid back? I think Jackie, he's needing his space from the other cats. He says something about the bed, that he needs more space on the bed, and the other cats are kind of fighting for that space. So it's him being almost not a little aggressive, Jackie, but just a little bit like, I need my space. I need my space. So Robin over on Facebook is saying, and while you're waiting, Instagram fam, for your time to answer questions, make sure you're liking and telling me where you're visiting from. Let me know how many times you've watched the show just to help the algorithm. Same thing with Facebook and YouTube and Twitch fam. Anything you can do to help the algorithm, you're going to like and share and love and comment. That always helps. So Cheryl is saying, my Georgie was born deaf and has an autoimmune, went blind. He wasn't even 2. We had to put him down. Does he know how much we did for him? So I think, Robin, I'm going to answer this generally and a little bit specific, but more general. So yes, your pets know what you do for them. Your pets, are they grateful? I mean, they understand how much you do put into your relationship with them. And then they give it back tenfold during their lifetime. They will give love back tenfold. So in this particular case, did Georgie know how much he was loved? 100% yes. Did he know how much you sacrificed? Yes. You feel him with you all the time. That's wonderful. It's always, and I was just talking about this with a client today. It's always important that you recognize their presence. You can't just say, well, where are they? You have to really recognize them and invite them into your life, even after they pass over. So in Robin's case, saying, Georgie, she's saying we feel him. Well, I'm sure that's because Robin is recognizing him and really welcoming in. So keep doing that, Robin. I'm sending you so much love and peace. Stephanie is saying, when will we get another pet? And Stephanie over on Facebook, she just lost her dog this past week. And Stephanie, I was following your story and I'm sending you so much love. I think this fall, I think it's going to be your kids doing. It's going to be one of those things where I don't think you or your husband, I almost said your husband's name, but your husband is not, you or your husband isn't going to be ready, but it's going to be your kids doing, which it is, because I know Stephanie in real life and I love her, but your kids are going to pressure you to get another pet probably before you're ready, but it's going to be sweet. So I think this fall, if not before, it's going to be sooner than you want it to be, Steph. So Cheryl is saying her cat's name is Cruiser. Cruiser is, I feel like his glands are a little bit, so this is Cheryl over on Facebook. His glands are a little bit inflamed, maybe some allergies going on. Something's kind of off in here. I would just check on his sinuses. Something's off on that. We've got Lena is saying the new girl that's coming, and this is on YouTube, the thing I'm hiring for my company will be a good addition. I think she's going to be good. I don't think she's going to be amazing and like the best person ever, but I think she's a good addition for now. So I think it's a good substitute. I do feel like there's someone else coming for you guys, Lena, in November, December, that's also going to be a good fit to your team. Robin says, absolutely. I loved him. Thank you so much. We've got, so I'm going to start answering some questions over on Instagram. Make sure, Facebook fam, that you can check out my Instagram at Nancy Mello Official. Kathy is saying, was it a good idea to sell my house? 100% yes, Kathy. No question about that. Syl is saying hello from Canada. I was hoping to change jobs by September, October. Do I think this will happen? Syl, September, October, maybe early November. I think it will happen this fall. I just think it's going to be happening later than you want it to. All right. We've got, what is Dwight thinking of me these days? Please define who Dwight is for me. And Palazzo says, me and Lady say hello, hello, hello. Leaving the pet bath. Is she upset with me? I don't think she liked the bath, me, Palazzo, but that's okay. Just give her lots of pet and give her the square treats that she likes and she'll be happy. It's Mr. Frankie says, do I see a house move for you? Maybe early next year, Frankie, if not before. Roky Pokey, thanks. My orange cat Finn getting close to passing on his own, or will I need to put him to sleep? I do feel like, Roki, you're going to need to help him cross over. I don't feel like he's going to be able to pass over on his own. I could be wrong. Sometimes even just giving the butterfly effect, the chaos theory credence, sometimes just saying things can change things in motion. I do feel like you are going to have to help him cross, and my heart is with you. Sassafras is saying, should I sell my house this fall? Sassafras, I think if you can, definitely do it. Sell it either this summer or this fall. I wouldn't do it beyond this fall, though. Sam is saying, Kemanina is my dog. She died in January and I did everything for her. Does she forgive you? So here's the thing, and this is again another broad answer. Your animals don't ever blame you. I've never had a dog come back from the dead, like Night of the Living Dead, or no, what's the one, Pet Cemetery, and you didn't do this, you didn't know. I mean, they love you, they forgive you. There's nothing to forgive. They love you. Summer is saying my mom's health is declining. Do I see her getting better? Is she on her way to pass on? Kind of both, Summer. I don't feel like she's ready to pass on, but I don't feel like she's going to be getting better. I almost feel like she's kind of entering this state of just kind of maybe a longer transition, if you will. I don't feel like it's going to happen this year as far as her transition. I just feel like it's kind of coming, but it's a very slow roll for that. Watched for Mutts. First time from Oakville, Ontario. Kathy, thank you so much for joining me. Are my cats Hank and Harlow happy at the cabin? They want you to open the windows. This is for Sassafras. They want you to open the windows to see the birds. Michelle says, I've been seeing 11111 and white butterflies a lot, wondering what this means. So we talked about this on a previous show. So 11111, if you Google it, it's angel numbers, but essentially it means you're on the right path, and it's always kind of a good omen, if you will, but it's your guides are with you. So Hades says, should I quit my current job? Please don't. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm sorry about that. Hello, Nancy. Oh God. When do you see a job change for me? So I apologize. It's actually my husband asking when he sees a job change, and my husband is in active duty military, so he's just messing around on my Instagram feed. So I apologize. My husband was active duty. He was actually deployed, and now he's not here physically. Well, he's here physically, but he's not with me, but he's somewhere else in the world, but he's able to join me on Instagram Live. So Hades says, should I quit my current job? Honey, please don't quit your current job, because you legally aren't allowed to at that point. You can't quit the military when you sign a contract. So please don't do it, for both of our sake. And I'm sending you love. Nancy, is this Nigerian faithful to me? My gut is I don't feel so. I don't feel so in my heart. Lindsay is over on Instagram. Lindsay Ann just is recovering from brain surgery. So let's give Lindsay a bunch of love. Lindsay is asking about my day when I should be asking about her day. Lindsay is recovering like a rock star. Fuselize over on Instagram is saying, will my son-in-law get a job soon? Not soon enough for your taste. Not until I think early next year, if that. He's kind of lazy. 5 foot and feisty is saying, the gentleman I'm seeing, it feels so right. Should I continue on this path with him? Of course you should. If it feels right, definitely do it. I mean, it's like 5 foot and feisty. You're looking for reasons to say no. And I know this, speaking from experience with someone that's watching, is the more you try and run, it gets hard. No, I think you're doing great. I think you're doing just fine. So we got, can dogs reincarnate? They definitely can. If you go over on my TikTok at nancy.mello, you can check out more videos on that. Will hubby's family kiss and make up? We are asking over on YouTube, and I do not think they will right now. I do feel like it's going to be a couple of years of really kind of awkward times, to say the least. So what I'm hearing, though, is it's completely out of your control, and to kind of just stay out of it. Carmen is saying, I'm new here. Do you see Carl and I reuniting and talking, hanging out again? No, I don't see you guys reuniting and talking and hanging out again. I do feel like he's kind of done with you. I feel like he's kind of moved on, and it's hard for you to move on. And I'm saying this with all my love. I just don't think he's worth it. I just feel like you're still wanting to put energy into something that he is not, unfortunately. Stacy is asking, when will I find a job? I feel like in the next couple of months, but it's kind of, sorry, my earrings were kind of flumpy. Flumpy, that's a technical term, look it up. No, I do feel like it's going to be in the next couple of months, but it's also about being open and just kind of maybe taking what you can at the time, and then continuing to look. Lisa is saying that her feral foster cat Her feral foster cat, Ribbon, is ready to be released. Does she want to go to a farm or her original territory? I'm hearing original territory, Lisa. I would double check and make sure there's a feeding station nearby. I think she wants original territory is what I'm hearing. Can you tell me, excuse me, Denise is saying, can you tell me what's in store for myself and my family in the next week? I think your kids are going to be a little nutty, or at least there's going to be some drama. But other than that, what I'm hearing for you in the next week is especially communication. Communication is going to be key. Isabel over on YouTube is saying, will I find love in the near future? I definitely do. I feel like you have a lot of friendships that you need to embrace and kind of learn about that friendship love first. That's going to be kind of this year. And that's kind of your theme for this year, is really getting comfortable more with yourself. I'm going to quote RuPaul, as I often do in the show. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? And right now it's about that friendship love that will blossom into something else. So Carmen said, okay. So Carmen is saying, will he step back and talk and hang again in Friends? I just don't see it happening. I don't see you talking again. Will I get married to the man that you just met? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. We've got Grace says, when do I see her moving and retiring? 3, 4, 5 years. I think it's kind of variable. I think 3 to 5 years is kind of your goal, is what I'm seeing. Hello from Canada. Hi, Betty. When does my Reiki business grow financially? Honestly, I think what's holding you back, Betty, is honestly COVID. I think that you're extremely successful. Otherwise, I think you are going to have a wonderful client base. And I do feel like as this pandemic kind of slows down, I do feel like you're going to be getting more and more customers. So just hang in there a little bit longer. While I'm hanging out over and answering some Instagram questions, go ahead and make sure, if you haven't already, follow me on TikTok. I release videos almost every day. Thank you so much. Just Me Rose, I applied for a job a week ago. If you don't get it, there's something else coming very soon. LEG is saying, do I see you being successful in the military program? 100%. Go ahead, and I want you to go all in. Allie is saying, will my personal vehicle do good on our upcoming road trip? Or I think you should rent a car, Allie. 100% rent a car. When will Santos Mommy, when will we be getting our home? I'm hearing in the next few months. Please ask specific questions. I don't have right now the bandwidth to just search for messages from Spirit, just so I can answer as many questions as possible. Jojo Soul is asking, when will I meet my soulmate? So let's differentiate between soulmates and best friends, people that we're going to have in our life a lot of times. So me personally, I don't ever advocate for the term soulmate, because I don't think, I love my husband to death. He's watching on the show. He's watching the show. He knows this, but I don't think I want to spend eternity with him. I think I would hit him over the head with a pillow over and over again because of his snoring. I mean, I love him. He's my best friend, but soulmates make something completely different than what a lot of people make them out to be. So I would say, when will you meet a life partner? When will you meet someone long-term? Maybe in the next few years. I do feel like you're going to have some long-term relationships, but as far as a lifelong commitment, I think that nowadays it's the percentage that it happens, it's just not as likely for people. And it's not that they don't want it to be possible. There's so much else going on that I just feel like we're all trying to get all these experiences, and it's like confetti for life. And sometimes that means divorce, and sometimes that means being alone. So I do feel like you're going to have some long-term relationships though. So Sammy is saying, is my dog still with me? I feel like I see her sometimes. So don't, if you feel like you see your dog or your pet, whatever it is, never doubt it. Never say, oh my gosh, I must be crazy. If I did that, I wouldn't be speaking to all of you right now. If I thought that every time I heard something or saw something, I was crazy, we wouldn't be talking. So please, my friends, please trust when you see a sign, please trust it and accept that it is. And the worst case scenario is you go to heaven, you get to home, and you go, oh, I thought that was, my dog Fred. And it turns out not to be Fred. Maybe it's your Uncle Joe. Well, Uncle Joe's not going to care. They're just going to care that you're recognizing those signs. So please trust those signs. We've got, is my sister Ashley fertile? Wow. I believe so. I mean, that's kind of a very, I think so. I think so. C. Vanny says, does my ex miss me or want to contact me? Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't see them wanting to contact you, at least not now. And I'm sorry for that. That sucks. Nikki says, why do I keep saying the number 666? I think this it has nothing to do with the negative connotation about 666. I could do 666. It's not going to matter. It's about the energy we put into the number, right? 666 does not, it's the same thing with the number 13. I got married on a Friday the 13th. I consider it lucky 13. It's all about what we put into that thought of that number or that sign. So if we think that those numbers are bad luck, they're going to be, we're going to create that energy. We're going to put that energy. But instead, anytime you see number patterns, it's always a good thing. Even if it's 66, it's okay. Like I have lucky 13. It's okay. 66 says you need to focus. Well, there you go. Why? So will my mother-in-law sell her home? If she's selling it right now, I do think she will sell it by the end of August is what I'm hearing. Lisa says, thank you so much. I love your energy, and tell your husband, thanks to your husband for making me laugh. I was a military spouse too. Thank you so much for your service, Lisa, as well. And if my husband wants to pop in and say something else ridiculous, I love it. And he loves to throw me off. He's not really throwing me off, but I love seeing his face. Will this low-paying job lead me to something better? I think so. I think it's just about hanging in there until something else comes, but you will get something better. KR is saying, should I stay at my current job? If you don't get a promotion, KR, I see you. I see you staying in the same company or the same organization and then doing a lateral promotion. And I think that'll help. So don't exclude lateral promotions. Look into that, KR, and I'm sending your kittens love. Deborah says, thank you. Any good news for me? Ask me something specific, my friends, and I will give you a specific answer. JR says, when will I start work for my new employer? Within 2 weeks. Less than that, even less than that. I feel like they're going to be calling you very soon. Holly says, am I with my life partner and will we follow through with marriage this year? Yes. I do feel like if not by the end of this year, early next year. Are you with your life partner? I mean, you're with your life partner for now. And again, it's not that I can't see it. Because for clairvoyant wise, for me to see something 40 years out, it can be a little bit harder. And same thing for any clairvoyant. The farther out it goes, it's harder to see. So I can say, are you with the person for now? 100%. I think so. And I think if not the end of this next year, end of this year, early next year, you'll get married. Will my children give me grandchildren? If they don't give you grandchildren, they'll give you grandpuppies or grandkitties. So Deborah is saying, is my past boyfriend around me? Yes, 100%. It's not even a question if your loved ones are still with you. You just have to talk to them. Carol said, could you tell me if my new job is a real one or a fake? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean like they promise you something that's not there? Beth is saying, will my oldest son be all right? I mean, all right is kind of, I think he's going through a really hard time. I think that making sure he has the tools is going to be key and not kind of pressuring him. I think he's in for a rough road. Is he going to be all right in the long run? It's hard to say. I think so. But I think what matters most is that you just do what you can. And then in a sense, kind of let go what you can't control, right? The serenity prayer. We've got a question about law school. How do you see my first year of law school? Super, super challenging, but I think you're going to kick ass at it. Don't get intimidated by the professors or the other students is what I'm hearing. Will my in-laws move in with me? If they do, it's only going to be for a short while, not for very long. Lila is saying, met a guy a few days ago. What do you think? Waste of time? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe nothing. Yeah, I think so. Go ahead and make sure if you haven't added me on Twitch, I'm over at Nancy_Mellow_psychic. And if you'd like to book a reading, nancymellow.com is where you book. Excuse me, I am hiccuping. We've got, is the current job role I'm in for me? I think so for now. I think especially in the start of this year, this is for Teresa, there is something else coming. Start of next year, it could be the year after that, but something about like late winter. And I don't know if it's late winter 2022 or late winter 2023. Color Me Aesthetic says, why am I stuck on this one guy? Because you're afraid of being alone. And once you realize that you are never, ever alone, that you have guides and ancestors and loved ones, and you have friends. And again, listening to RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? Loving yourself, I think, will help you release you from that guy. I see my daughter having a huge future, wondering where you think that might be. I think she's kind of a crystal child, if that makes sense. I think she's hugely empathetic. I see her doing something in health and human services, something helping others with her empathy and also her intuition, because she's definitely intuitive. Hello, CW of organization says hello. No plan for my vacation. Do you see something? I see something August. I feel like end of August, maybe you'll definitely have something going on. If not, create a vacation at home, watch a bunch of movies. There's nothing better. So ask me a specific question to get a specific answer, my friends. If you're visiting for the first time, please let me know where you're watching from. And please, to help that Instagram algorithm and the Facebook algorithm, please make sure you're liking and commenting. That always helps. Thanks so much for having these weekly sessions. So much fun. Thank you so much. I love being here and helping you. Hello from Montreal. I'd like to know if I'll be getting the position I applied for. I think so. I'm always so worried about saying yes with physicians because I'm worried you're going to come and yell at me, but I do feel like it. Also another thing with all of these people applying right now is there's so much competition. And so I might hear a yes, but it's always like a yes, but, because there's so much, like variability. Like I was even working with a client and she asked me if I was going to get the job. And I said, I felt like it in here. I felt like it, but I also felt like it was between her and one other person. And sure enough, it took them like 2 weeks to get back to her. And then she got the job. But even for me, because I'm seeing in the job market right now, you have so many qualified people going for the same jobs. It's hard. So forgive me if I'm like, yes, but that's because there's just so many, it's like, and I'll actually feel, people making the decisions go back and forth on jobs on, okay, I like this person. So forgive me if I don't ever give like a straight answer in that way. It's hard, to sometimes be as specific as I want to be. We've got Michelle says, when do I see you moving out? Next year, next summer is what I'm hearing for sure. Is my move in 5 weeks going to go smoothly? Yes, I think it's going to go smoothly. I think for you, the key is going to be sleep. Getting more sleep than you feel like you need, because you're definitely lacking on it, and that's hurting things. Is there a reason why my son doesn't want to drive? It's just his personality. I think it's just the generation. I don't feel like he has a fear of driving or a fear of, roads or anything like that. I just think unfortunately, it's his generation. It's the way it is. It's me, Lori, saying I'm having surgery in a couple of weeks. Will Dwight pick me up and stay the night with me? I don't know about staying the night. I do feel like you're going to be taken care of, though. It's me, Lori. This is Victoria from Vancouver. Should I stick on the path I am? I think you're good right now. I do feel like you kind of have a little bit ADD when it comes to making a decision, and you feel like, you feel called to go in a bunch of different directions. And my advice to you is to really stick on that one path and see it through. I think that's going to be your challenge, especially in the coming years, is just staying focused. LEG is saying, do I see you moving out at the end of year, early January? There's definitely something changing with your housing, and I'm not sure if it's someone else is going to move in. There's definitely some changes, but I don't know which it is. If someone's moving in or you're moving out, there's definitely something. Even in November, I feel like things are changing for you. So there's definitely something happening. I'm planning on a pet. Should I get one? If you feel like you're drawn to a pet, please get one, but make sure you're responsible about it. See my TikToks and my posts today on my videos. Just make sure you're ready for one. We've got, I feel like my cat Gigi isn't happy. Does she have a message for me? She doesn't like her food for some reason. Something about her food. She's getting picky about her food. It's me, Frankie. I'm from Houston. I'm leaving for Colorado in September. Will my sons in Houston be okay? Yes, they're going to be fine. They may whine about it, but your sons are going to be fine. Do I see you going to visit your aunt in South Carolina next month? If not next month, then early September, Queen Drew. And let's see what's going on Facebook. We've got, it was the facial expressions for me, Lila says. So Lisa says, just feeling a little lost. I'm so sorry you're feeling lost. Do I see anything coming up for you? Generally, I'm asking for a specific question, but in this case, I would say, sorry about that, my throat is getting dry. I would say, I feel like there's still some hard months for you. I do feel like for whatever reason, October is sticking out as being a better month, as being more cheerful. And maybe it's just fall, maybe it's the end of, the summer, but I do feel like October is looking better. And I do feel like you do have people around you. It's just a matter of accepting help and just saying, hey, I want to chat more, and really talking about your feelings instead of holding it in. We've got QG saying, will my partner and I conceiving soon? Yes, within the next 6 months, if not 3 months. Can I get a reading? I'm new. Go ahead and ask a specific answer and get a specific question. If you've already asked a question, hold on until I answer all of the questions still in the queue from new people. If you haven't already, check me out on TikTok at nancy.mello, and you can go ahead and book a session at nancymello.com. We've got Tracy says, do you see any changes in my relationship? Honestly, I don't see, I don't really want to answer this on air. You're in a tough situation. Do I feel like you're going to make a move? Yes, I feel like you're going to make a move. I just don't feel like you're that happy. And I just feel like you're putting out a lot of effort that you're not getting in return. Raising Raindrops is saying, my dog Sophia seems a little sad. Is she getting depressed? I think so. I think she's kind of suffering from kind of the heat, and she wants to get outside. I keep seeing she wants to get outside. My cat Pip has been shaking her head. Is her ear bothering her? Yeah, I hear itchy. Itchy. Maybe some fluid. Itchy. I would keep an eye on it. If it doesn't get better in the next few days, go to the vet. But I see her saying itchy. So over on Facebook and Twitch, will I make the money I want from the Rose job or whatever job I get this year? I don't know about the money you want, because I think this is over on YouTube. Thanks so much again for asking a question. But the money you want, I mean, $1 million. I mean, do I feel like you're going to be able to make a living? Yeah. Do I feel like there's other stuff in store for you? Yes. But I do feel like you're going to have to work for it, and you're going to have to work your tail off. That being said, I think you can make it. Is it going to be the money you want? I mean, probably not, based on, the fact that money is so variable when it comes to how much people want to feel comfortable. Carol is saying, will my friend ever talk to me again? If she does, it's not going to be for a few years. And it's not about you, though. It's about her. And she is holding on to some real unfortunate, real sad baggage that she doesn't need to. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nancy Mello Psychic Medium, and over on TikTok, nancy.mello. And I should start going live on TikTok as well. Oh, Carlin is saying, will I meet my soulmate this year? We just talked about soulmates, my friends. Will you meet someone this year? How about this? Will you meet a friend this year? I think you will meet a friend. Will it be your soulmate? No, I'm not going to BS any of you guys. I'm not one of those psychics that will say you will meet your soulmate. No, soulmates are such an asinine concept, because it says that this is the person for eternity. And the bottom line is, we have lots of wonderful people that we have connections with. And if we exclude it to only be soulmate, then we are excluding ourselves from wonderful growth. It doesn't mean we can't have life partners. It doesn't mean we can't have people that we love. But soulmates is just such a concept like this. So let's focus on A, loving ourselves, and B, having friendships where we have love and learning about that kind of love, and then the romantic love. And then if we can get all of them together, then that's the best of all the worlds. But it's really a really hard concept, or not a hard concept, but it's kind of this concept that's so like, I just can't BS anyone. I just can't do it. Shelby has a really good question over on Instagram. She says she has a fear of being seen, but she feels that she's being called to YouTube and help motivate people. Will I get over the imposter syndrome? I really love this question, Shelby. Thanks so much for asking it, because I think that that's part of the struggle, is when you feel called, like I felt called to do this for a living as well. I think you need to get over it. In other words, I think you need to do it and just trust that the universe isn't going to steer you wrong. And I'm going to bring you the concept again that I talk about almost every week is pronoia. So paranoia is the fear of people out to get me, the universe out to get me. Well, pronoia, Pronoia, I've spoken about it several times on the show, is the universe has my back. The universe is helping me. So if you feel like you're being called, whether it's to, sell crystals or help people or heal people, whatever it is, answer the call. And if you feel that imposter syndrome, that's okay. That's just you checking your ego, right? It's better to at least check your ego at the door and make sure you're doing this for the right reasons. As long as you're going on YouTube to help people and not going, okay, my hair, okay. As long as you're doing that, not that. As long as you're not doing that, then that's what matters. If you feel like you can help people, if you can help one person, you've done your job. So follow through with that. So Letty is saying a lifelong friend of mine is addicted to drugs. I'm so sorry. And I can no longer get a hold of her. I feel like she will die. Any feelings on how she is? I mean, she's not good. She has a few years left. I'll put it that way. And they're going to be rough. People that are addicted to either drugs or alcohol or other things, they're teaching other people, they're teaching their friends and their family things about addiction. So they are also teaching us and we're learning from them. So I have so much empathy for them and I'm sending your friend so much love. I think she has a few years, maybe left. We've got more people joining the stream. Under the Splendid Stars, that's a beautiful IG name. Am I on the right path? I think you're on the right path for now. I feel like your path is going to be winding and changing, but right now I feel like you're on the right way. We got Mila Baloo says, I feel like I have some intuition. How can I hone in on this? It's all about trusting your gut. I tell people you can either write things down or just trust it. The crazier something sounds, probably the more real it is. The first time I've told the story, and you can Google some of the articles I've been interviewed in about the first time I talked to a dog. It was not funny. It was like, what the hell am I doing? So the crazier it usually is, the better it is, or the more true it is, but just trust your gut and follow that intuition and practice it. Samantha is saying, do I see the person that you're currently talking to moving past our current stage or on my way? No, I mean, I think this is a good relationship for now. I think moving forward, if both of you are growing in the same way, I think it can be a good thing. I don't feel like you're wasting your time entirely. Nikita is saying, will my sister have another baby? 18 months, I'm hearing. If she does, it'll be at about 18 months. I'm feeling something at home. Could it be my dog that recently passed away? If that's the name that's coming to you, then I would trust that. Sending love. I wanted to check in and see how sweet Maisie is doing. Does she need anything? Just more pets, and I'm sending you and Maisie both love, but more pets and more head scratches. More head scratches for Maisie. And over on Facebook, we have, will I have a pregnancy coming up soon? Oh, okay. So she's saying, will I have a pregnancy coming up soon? And then she wants us to like and subscribe. So, or did you like and subscribe? I'm very confused. So will you have a pregnancy coming up soon? Within the next year, I do feel like you're going to have a little bit of difficulty. Don't get discouraged. And I send my love out to you with anyone that has difficulty conceiving. I believe you said, but I do feel like it'll happen. So just kind of go through the time, go through the hard times and know it'll be worth it. We've got another YouTube question. Do we think that Jackson misses me and contacts you soon? No, I don't see it. And I think if he comes back, he's going to be trying to play you straight up. Is my school in jeopardy of closing? Not this year, but next year. So keep your eyes open for another position for next year, Wendy, or something in the works. Do you do pregnancy questions? And all right, I answered that. It's been over a year since I divorced my ex-husband and I spoke to him. Will I ever see him again? If you see him, it's going to be in passing, unfortunately. Well, and what? And Cindy, go if you can be more specific. She's saying, what can I do about my brother and my cats? I'm not sure about that. Why is my dog Pepper such a fussy eater? The first thing that's coming out to me is something about the something about the bowl. They don't like the bowl. They don't like the bowl that Pepper doesn't like the bowl that she has it in. Something about her bowl is really bugging her. And also she wants more gravy or liquid on it. Something about she wants it softer, if that makes sense. We've got, can I talk about parent cells? You just have to ask me the question. We've got over on chat, and I apologize. Yeah. So my friends, if you have any other questions, we've got a few people joining right now. I'm just checking to see who's on the feed right now. Truth be told, I'm checking to see if my husband's still watching. Apparently my husband is done watching the feed. How dare he? How dare he not finish my show? Apparently he got bored of me speaking. See, even my husband gets bored of me speaking. That's funny. She says, I have had miscarriages and I'm about it. I want to be pregnant this year. Yeah, I mean, there may be, unfortunately, I feel like there may be a few more miscarriages coming, unfortunately, but I do see you being successful eventually. Anything I need to know about my mother's health? So with your mother, I feel like she's getting a little spacey, a little bit more forgetful. That's the only thing. I just think it's kind of slow coming on. Do I see where your missing turquoise earring is? Allie, so I find a dog and now you want me to find an earring. How much more do you want? I'm totally teasing. I love Allie. I'm totally joking. I love Allie and all of her family. I helped find one of their family's pets over 4th of July. Where's your turquoise earring? I'm hearing the bathroom. Bathroom or like on the floor. Something about between the carpet and the laminate. Something like that, Allie. Something like that. Okay, my friends. I'm just teasing, Allie. I'm sending you so much love. Okay. Well, now the spammers are coming out to play. So I'm going to be blocking them on Facebook, and this is my cue to go. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I'm sending you so much love. I hope this helped. You can reach me at nancymello.com. Anything else, I'm here for you. I am sending you love and peace and happiness. Have a blessed